with KTRE Sports Director Ryan Smith. And Ryan, you saw the #1 team in East Texas in Carthage. They took on Center. I saw them get a slow start, and then they became an avalanche. What'd you see?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't describe it any better myself. I mean, the last time I went and saw Carthage play was in the state title game last year, back in December, whenever they went on to win, their 10th state title in school history. Obviously, the record for head coach Scott Surratt there, and they looked as advertised. They look like a team that consistently sends guys to the D1 Power 4 level. I know on the commercial that we have that runs, it says, watch the next stars of the SEC today here on the Red Zone, and that's what Carthage has been. I mean, obviously Kip Lewis out at Oklahoma, and they got two guys in KJ Edwards and Darquez Beck, who's heading to Texas A&M this time next year. I mean, they look like I said, they look like a team that sends guys to the D1 Power 4 level, and it showed. Like you said, got to a little bit of a slow start. Well, sort of had a goal line stand against them. Center doing a really good job there and being able to stuff them inside the 5 on 4th and goal, just be able to keep them off the board. But then, a couple plays later, the defense says, I'm going to take it in my own hands, pick up a safety. And then, like you said, that's when the avalanche really started to kick in. A big play touchdown down the field from Jet Surratt, and then another touchdown after a stop, and it's 60-14 the final score there. I think that tells you pretty much everything you need to know. There's a reason that this team is #1 in our red zone rankings. They are one of the top teams in the entire state, regardless of division, and they showed it tonight. And there's no reason to think that they won't keep showing it for the rest of the regular season, rest of district play, and on another deep run into the playoffs.
When they had to turn the ball over and then turn right around and got the safety, I mean, that's just Carthage football, because hey guys, we got you. Don't worry about it. We hear the term complementary football. That was a perfect example of it right there. And it probably jolted the offense and jolted the rest of the team. They woke up and said, okay, now we're ready to go. We're leading 2-0. Let's go from here. And that's the thing about this program under Coach Surratt. They believe they can overcome. Now, granted, 2 points is nothing to overcome, to be crazy about, but still, the way they came out, and and maybe that was a wake-up call. Like, I saw the pass from Jet, which it didn't have any mustard on it or anything. Feel like it might have been a scrimmage at high school, from earlier this week. They woke up, got themselves together, and I think that's what Surratt does best. He gets those guys to hone in and focus on, have amnesia. Don't worry about that play. Look how early it is. Oh, we got a safety. And they just pick up pieces and go. Because, Center had to be thinking.
You're absolutely right, and that's what the best coaches all have in common.
Yeah, and Center,
they're able to
you don't
get
think
their
Center
guys to play above than maybe what they've been at. That's what you see. You saw Nick Saban and Kirby Smart do.
Yeah.
And you see all these guys. Bill Belichick, not right now at UNC. Not UNC Bill Belichick, Patriots Bill Belichick. We're not going to talk about UNC Bill Belichick and the disaster that is so far, but that's what you see the great coaches do. They are able to get these guys to play above what they might normally play with a guy who's just a guy head coach. And that's the beauty of having a head coach who's won 10 state titles, the most in Texas state history, and a guy who has consistently been winning with this program. And it's just, you have an elite head coach, and he has shown it year in and year out.
And it works the opposite for Center. Center's case, like, whoa, we're up 2-0. Maybe. And then once they see the offense get on track, well, then it comes from maybe to probably not. But we've got to go ahead and give it our best. So kudos to them.